Hello, my name's Maisie, and welcome to my video about turning poor birds into dragons! My favorite thing to do! Okay, so I don't really have much to say in this intro, I'm just introducing. Let's get straight into it! This is not at all scripted, I'm just going for it. I haven't even fully fleshed out the story of these characters. But let's start with our first character. We're going to be looking at Waxflower. Waxflower is a young mudwing rainwing hybrid and the star of our show. Quite literally, actually. This story takes place with three characters, friends, and they all need money for different reasons. And Waxflower's like, well, why don't we make like a circus kind of thing? And so they're like, well, sure, I guess we'll do that. And Waxflower's like the lead in the circus and behind the scenes too. She's the one that makes sure everything goes smoothly. And it is going pretty smoothly for the most part. Now, let's get into her as a character. She is very much a leader figure. Yeah, that's why she runs everything. And she cares a lot about everyone around her and will sacrifice anything to make sure that they're all okay. And that includes her values. She's been very, she doesn't want to do anything bad to her audience, but she needs money because her little sister is dying. That's why she needs the money, but they're not getting enough money and not getting it fast enough. And so she starts stealing from the audience. She starts to take small things just to help pay off the debts so that she can get her sister the help that she needs. I think probably her parents are gone or something because no one else is helping her little sister. I don't know how old her sister is, but probably pretty young. If you could not already tell, I'm kind of making this up on the spot. Yeah. That's all I had to say about Waxflower. Now let's get into our second character. Barren is our second character. He is a Sandwing Nightwing, and I love his design. Yet, okay, before we get into his design, I would like to get into him as a dragon. I kind of have a habit of making the only two male dragons I have being like puppies. If you've seen my very first video, yeah, I made that last guy a puppy. Anyway, Baron's a bit of that too, but he's also a bit of a he's strong. He often sacrifices he doesn't talk about his feelings too much. He doesn't want to seem weak. Even though they're his friends, he wants to seem strong because he is the pillar of support of the friend group. Now I can get into his design. He is a black-capped chickadee, and I wanted to make him his accent is light blue, and so I added like a little I painted the tips of his I don't know what you'd call them, like the nails of the wings. I don't know. I painted the tips of them, and I gave them little gray gems embedded on them. And then I gave him I dyed his mohawk at the top. It's so cute, and I made it black, so it'd be like a black cap of a chickadee. But then I also dyed the tips of it blue, and it's so nice. Okay, the reason why Baron needs the money is because he needs to get away from his not very nice family, and he needs the money to be able to survive getting away. He's still pretty young, but he wants to be able to get away as soon as possible. And so he needs enough money to be able to get food and all that kind of stuff. Yep, that's all I have for Baron, so I'm going to be moving on to the third and final character. We have Campion. I really like Campion's name. It's a type of pink flower that grows in the tundra and colder areas. And she is an Icewing. I want to have for these videos where I'm designing them based off of other animals or just designing generally 3 dragons, I want to have at least one that's not a hybrid. Because it's hard to do non-hybrids, especially when you're designing it based off of animals, because they often have a mix of different colors like fish and birds do. but I really wanted to. But I picked a bird. I cannot talk. I picked a bird that had pretty natural colors. I mean, the pink isn't very natural, but I tried to make it more white at the end just to make sure it would work pretty well. And so that they could just, because I've seen pink ice wings, but I don't know how well I did it. I tried to do it as well as I could. And I made, what bird was it? Oh, it was an Iceland gull, which had like darker stuff around the neck, darker colors. And so I tried to add that. And back to Campion as a character. She is pretty like, unless you get to know her, she comes off as kind of cold and like just your classic like pretty like popular character. But she's not, she's got a lot of holes inside of her and she feels them the most. But the way to cover it up is not feeling them on the outside. So she tries to come off as emotionless and, yeah, cold. But once you get to know her, she's just the most excitable, happy little dragon. And, yeah, I love her quite a bit. I don't really draw jewelry that much on dragons, so it was a challenge, but a challenge I wanted to accept. I couldn't think of a good reason for why Campion would want the money, so I decided to make it that she doesn't want the money, but she wants the best for her friends. So she does this, and she doesn't take any of the profit. She just does it for fun and to help her friends out. And because it would be easier with 3 of them, because, 3 is a pretty nice number, especially for, like, circus acts and those kinds of things. And plus, it's always good to have another set of talons to help around. And yeah, she doesn't really have any reasoning because she's pretty well off enough to have all that jewelry and all of that kind of stuff. And she just does it for fun. She really does love this kind of circus stuff and this kind of acting, kind of. It's something that she really enjoys. And she has enough time, like enough spare time outside of it, that she can still do what she wants. And this shows just that she really cares about her friends. And it doesn't really matter much to her that she's spending a lot of time practicing these routines and doing them every place they go and going away from home for extended periods of time to like tour and yeah, just go tons of places and perform because she loves her friends. And that's why she does it. So sweet. So sweet, man. Campion. I can't get over the name. It's a really nice name. I struggled finding a name for her for so long, but Campion just seems like it would like be an actual dragon name. Oh, it's so good. I feel like for once I have too much time-lapse footage. I have not thought enough about these characters to have enough to say about them for the time-lapse. Like, I have so much time. What do I do? I am going to come up with some random stuff on the spot. So, yeah, let's look at Campion's more. I'm gonna go into Campion's design. I tried to add, like, as I was saying earlier, I tried to make her like a natural color of a ice wing while also balancing like the right colors for, because I needed to add the yellow for the beak of the gull, but also the pink for the legs, and all the more natural ice wing colors came easily. But I made the pink like another natural color, and then I made the yellow the color of her eyes, and then like the color she has jewels embedded along her sides, like the sides of her neck and stuff, like right above her underbelly, all across her. And I'd made those yellow to match, and all of her jewelry is yellow, and I think it works out pretty well. I really did enjoy making this jewelry, because I've never made this much jewelry, and it's so, like, it's pretty and flowy, and it's not the best, but it works. And I mean, that's what we're going for, so that's a good thing that it works. Okay, now we have gotten into the speed paint with glad I didn't make this one as long as the last one, because as I was saying, I don't have anything to say. But for the speed paint, I decided I was going to make it a poster, like advertising them, but I didn't know what to call them, and I didn't know what to like write on it, like what times or places or that kind of thing. So I decided to just make it the three of them. I just made their heads because I didn't want to do like a full body thing. I didn't want to spend all that much time on this. I wasn't as invested as these characters as I was for the last one. But yeah, I tried to do some cool lighting because I'm not that good at lighting. I want to get better at lighting, but I did like yellow at the top, blue at the bottom. You'll see that near the end. I haven't actually thought any more into the story, like into the future when they're not doing this anymore. But I think I think they'd all get their wishes. I want that to happen. I don't want I I just really hope that no one gets caught for stealing, cuz I'm not sure that Waxflower is the only one who's stealing. Maybe the other two are in on it. I hope no one gets caught for stealing. I hope it all goes well. I hope the sister survives. I hope that poor Barren gets out of his horrible family life. And I hope that Campion can do what she wants and can help the other two out as much as she can. And I just hope it all goes well for all of them. But I don't know. Maybe that's up to interpretation for you people. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. I have recorded a lot today. I recorded 2 intros, and this is my second full video recording. I've been recording for like 45 minutes. So yeah, I'm ready to be done and do some editing. Thank you for sticking around. I would appreciate it if you liked this video, commented, and shared it with someone you think would appreciate it. I would also very much appreciate it if you were to subscribe, because it helps me a lot. It pushes me towards getting seen by other people like you who hopefully enjoy my content. And the more people we have around here, the happier I'll be. I love doing this YouTube stuff, and I hope I can keep doing it for a long, long, long time. With that said, goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.